more order into your life, start getting rid of stuff. Become a minimalist. Eliza Cantlay, who is a professional organizer and owner of Simplicana, is here to show us. Eliza, it's really interesting talking to you because you are a minimalist, so you live what you teach.
I try to.
So what does it mean that you're a minimalist?
So I don't love the word minimalist. I mean, I'm definitely that definition. I think I prefer the word, I'm a simplifier, I guess. For me, that just means figuring out what matters most in my life and then reducing anything that reroutes me from those things.
You do have a very limited amount of belongings by choice. Like, you don't have a coffee table and you have a set number of things that you need in your house, like only 33 hangers, things like that, right?
Right, and that's not really a number that I chose. And usually I wouldn't advise making it so important to be able to hit a certain number, but I just happened to count for the segment because I wanted to say, you know, oh, I have 33 items. That's for the current season, the off season, and in my coat closet. Total of 33.
So 33 things on hangers gets you through the whole year.
Yep.
Like, ladies watching, that might sound really hard to do. A lot of us have closets that are jammed with things that we've had forever. What about, are these pictures of your home that
This
we're
is
looking
my
at?
apartment. So, I mean, you know, it's not totally spare and boring. There are a few pieces, but those few pieces mean so much to me, and I love to highlight them.
So no coffee table.
No coffee table. I have a dog, and we love to play tug of war, and we just have more room to do that. I have more room to enjoy my bonding with my dog because I don't have a big piece of furniture in the way.
No TV?
No TV, so I think there was a shot of my jigsaw puzzle cabinet, and that is my TV. I love jigsaw puzzles.
What about, do you have a computer?
I do have a computer.
Okay, so you're connected to the outside world, but
I am.
Nothing taking up big spaces.
No, I'm not off the grid yet.
How did you become inspired to do this? Did you go through a phase where you had too much stuff and then you started cleaning out?
I wouldn't say that I started with too much. I think two reasons. One is that I'm a professional organizer and I've been doing it full time for over 6 years. And I think just constantly decluttering with my clients has made me so disenchanted with stuff. And the other reason is that I'm a big traveler. It's one of the most important things in my life, and it's really tough to travel when you've just got so much in your suitcase.
So how do you advise people who are watching this who think this sounds like a great idea, but getting rid of their TV and 99% of their things in their closet sounds a little overwhelming? So where do they start?
I'm not going to tell anyone to get rid of their TV yet because I'll make a few enemies if I do that. But I would say, you know, start by finding out what are the most important things for you in your life. For me, that's travel, family, friendships, time with my dog. So I try to reduce things that don't contribute directly to those most important things. Also limiting your exposure to advertisements, you know, watching less TV or just muting it during commercials. I always pay a little bit of extra money for my phone apps so that I don't have all the ads in my face. Because advertisements are designed to make us feel a little bit inadequate. So I think by reducing those, we feel the need to possess and consume.
At what point do you decide, I need a new shirt? Is it when it's for an event, or is it when the old shirt gets holes in the pits?
I actually have a lot of holey shirts that I love, but as soon as I put something on and I just don't feel like myself in it, or I feel like I'm a little self-conscious in it, that's when it's time for me to pass it along.
And do you have a rule, any hard rule on, you bring 2 things into the house, that means 2 things in the house have to leave? Because I've heard that before from
the
people
one
who
in,
organize.
one out rule. I do advise that rule, and I do try to put it into play. So, you know, if my pair of hiking boots wears out, then I replace it with 1 pair of hiking boots.
Do you have friends who are the opposite of you and wonder how you do it?
Yes.
So what do you tell them? How do you go over into their houses and just think, oh my gosh?
I mean,
get rid of that,
I don't think I have any friends who are full-blown hoarders, but I mean, you know, I kind of turn that part of my brain off when I'm in someone else's home. I'm not at work all the time where I'm thinking, wow, you have a lot of stuff. But if they start to pick my brain, I'll just kind of start with those questions of, hey, so that pile of papers on your desk, do you feel like that's taking away from the best day you could possibly have? If so, let's work on it.
Right.